Hi, Scorpio. Welcome to your October reading. This is for Scorpio, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Mars. This may or may not resonate. Feel free to check in at the end of the month or middle of the month, whatever. And let's get started. So it's almost your birthday, Scorpio. What are you doing? What are you doing? Some of you are living up your relationships, building up special moments that are leading to other special moments. Some of y'all are just getting a little bit, in the muck of wanting to prove your, your worth, your capability, your richness to other people. And let's talk about substance, which is something that some of y'all don't want to face. I'm not saying that you are fake. I'm saying that it's time for you to be real with yourself and understand that some things you can live without, which sometimes has to do with, recognition of how powerful you are in society. You guys are so sweet at the end of the day. You're so mean, but so sweet. At some point, something really sweet comes out of you guys' mouth. Okay, first card out. Four of Pentacles, I'm not surprised. Especially when it comes to true love and feeling those things that you wouldn't talk about, right? To just anybody. Or your sensitivity to the matter that you won't just reveal to anybody, right? How much it means to you. King of Pentacles at the bottom. So you're doing quite well. And you got a lot of ways of making money. Which is something that I'm trying to understand. Oh, y'all, because my Scorpio rising, I need to get that bag. I need to find ways to reinvent myself, especially financially. So, Nine of Cups, World card, doing great. Nine of Wands, Temperance, but there is something to reconcile here. Just a little bit, because when the Four of Pentacles comes out, you guys are more or less holding back. There is still a transformation that is going on underground. You guys are the types to have this transformation go on within you, and you're still showing up like nothing's happening, everything's just cool in your life. Meanwhile, there's something that is, brewing. Maybe it has to do with value, or how somebody valued you, or how you see yourself, or what's now important to you. Is it so important to hold back in your shell? I understand why you guys do that, but sometimes I think it's excessive to be so, I'm not gonna show, And maybe the ultimate transformation for a Scorpio would be to understand that you can be vulnerable, but in such a controlled and mature manner that vulnerability doesn't hurt you and doesn't let people hurt you. Whatever this value is, which we're going to clarify, obviously, it's been illuminated for you to take control of and become yourself. If it's a Cancer in your life, you are now seeing how worthy they are to you. Cancer rising, blah, 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 whatever, How much you want to build with them and how much you haven't built with them up to now. Let me show you with detail. I don't like it when I cannot see the lights. Okay. How much you haven't built with them, and they're still there, and you're like, no, I actually realize how worthy you are, and they probably kind of left a little bit, so now you're like, oh, come back. There's so many things to plan ahead, and I didn't know if you will forgive me. And but I love you, you know? Oh my God. On the contrary level, you've understood how much you undergave to yourself, hence this value rebalancing moment here. And you're like, no, I actually deserve something better, you know, for myself, from people around me, because at the end of the day, the people around us and the situations around us are our choice to stay in. So what does this really mean, right? So let's go ahead and clarify this thing here: King of Pentacles and Two of Swords. Oops. Because you guys know you love to party when Libra season comes up. You know. So, how are you gonna do that? Are you gonna show off? Are you gonna use this beginning of Libra season to rationalize and understand instead of, brewing within? The last one, I promise, my God. Cool. King of Pentacles, Two of Swords. If you're dealing with an earth sign, you're kind of deciding huge steps with them. It's like you're finally, having the prospect of really moving things forward. I find that Scorpios and Capricorns go really well together because the Capricorn woman shows a strength and a dominance that Scorpio men actually respect. They're like, oh, okay, this woman is not to be fucked with. Like, she got her shit together. Or she's making her shit together. And they respect it. They're like, I really respect that. Capricorn women are like the only, I think maybe the only women who can get a Scorpio's respect right off the bat. I'm not saying that they're the only ones who can get the Scorpio's respect. I'm saying that Scorpios don't like emotionally clingy people. They're great healers, but they want you to take your own responsibility somehow. So despite them being great healers, they can actually leave you, in the dumps and be like. So, Page of Cups, so you feeling a little bit diminished. Four of Cups and losing yourself in that feeling of being diminished, right? What's your value? Illumination, needing to have that, internal moment and understand how you've reached to this maybe diminished view of self, or realizing where you've invested wrong and what you've done wrong. Temperance again, as you regaining some balancing here. Ace of Cups, obviously when you get back to yourself, you want to love somebody, obviously, and we all know how. And if you're single, loads of possibilities will be there. If you're not single, pay attention to not confuse the other person with your ups and downs, because you're going to go through ups and downs with the Knight of Cups. And the other person, especially if it's an earth sign with this Page of Swords, they're going to be really harsh at some point with you and be like, you know what, snap out of it, what the fuck is going on? Come on, you don't get me. You don't get me riding on that ride with you. That's your internal ride. It has nothing to do with me. And Ten of Pentacles, obviously, the happy home, looking towards the future, communicating, a lot of sex. You guys, again, with the Queen of Cups. Eight of Chalices, walking away with your emotions, and Six of Swords with your mind from false ideas and doubts about yourself, because now you know. Cool. Bottom of the deck was... Bottom of the deck, you know who was there? You. You guys need to stop doing this. You're like, bitch, here I am. Ace of Pentacles, yeah. The Emperor, you're like, yeah, I'm coming full force. Four of Pentacles, Justice. If you're dealing with a Libra, you're about to claim them. You have been holding back, but you're about to, like, yeah, that's mine. You're recuperating a lot of, you know, ideas, getting back strength, which you have doubted for some time. Normal shit. But your internal nature is, even in my cards, your nature is like a death card at the bottom of the deck. I'm here, I'm still here, always been here, I'm the ish, whatever. So, feeling this pendulum between, feeling quite sure about yourself and then insecure, like everything is against you, or you have to protect something that is really sensible, a really sensible part of you. Why? Trauma, past hurts, or just your feelings. A pendulum that will be that now you're asked to definitively resolve by finding the middle point, or by, fusing these two energies together. The World card, interesting. We're gonna see. Work-wise, this is amazing. This is like loads of success. You guys are on top. You're even more on top than Libras in Libra season. And you know why? Because with Libra season, you get to really show off your charm, especially in the workplace. Oh, you guys can be so charming, my God. And it's not like you're even doing, when somebody says somebody's charming, they intend maybe that the someone is doing something to be charmed, whatever. But you guys are just there. It's like you don't even really need to do anything particular. It's so amazing. And maybe, getting back to the Four of Pentacles, maybe the question that is here, since Libra is the sign of intimacy, some would say it's Scorpio. No, Scorpio is the sign that actually gets that intimacy and makes it, work, and uses that intimacy that was created somehow to delve into those dark things, right? But Libra season is the season and the energy of intimacy, creating real intimacy between two people. What does that mean? It's not just sex. Something that I have to figure out. It's something that not everybody knows, or people don't figure. It's not so obvious, you guys. I also had to figure that out. I'm a Scorpio rising, so and I got Mars in the 8th house, so I'm obviously like very into some things, and it took me a while to realize that I was, yes, in control of whatever I was doing, but some things happened that made me feel out of control, or that hurt me into crevices that I thought I had covered, but no, the sweet places and spots within your shell that you just touch and it's mushy. And it really opened up my eyes on what I was personally doing, which was shelling myself off intimacy wise with people. And this has much more to do, rather than other people and how they're making you feel and how you know that they're shady and blah, whatever. It has much more to do with you. Yes, I understand you were hurt, but you're precluding your own self from something. Whether you're in a relationship or not, if you're in a relationship, great, it's time to upgrade. It's time to transform. So let's clarify the two nines together just to see what it tells us. Cool. Sun. Sun. Happiness. Libra season is laying it out in such a stoic, objective way that it's not deniable anymore. You cannot deny sun and the moon. So if you are feeling for someone and you're not telling them and you're holding back for some reason, you won't be able to do this shit anymore. Real talk right here, I'm sorry, but you cannot. And sometimes I think it hurts you, but at the same time, holding back for whatever reason, it may even be the most legitimate reason in the world. Still, with the Nine of Cups here, is the Nine of Cups is something, almost like, I still got the power somehow. So even this painful holding back is your own decision. You're controlling your feelings, whatever. And with the sun and the moon, you won't be able to really do this game anymore because shit is coming out. Look at this big ass gigantic moon illuminating the waters that you like to dip in. And the sun is like, yep, whatever you're hiding, it's going to spill the F out. Look at all that. Could also be your internal emotional thing. It's all coming out. Doesn't mean that you have to doesn't mean that it's sentimental. It can also just be you understanding something and be like, oh, I get this now. I felt all of this. I went through the transformation. I also went through the emotional whatever that happened within whatever. And now I also understand it. Four of Swords, Ace of Pentacles. So healing, taking some time for yourself, and then opening new doors, planting new things, knowing that there's so much love coming in. But the things from the past, especially with people that didn't have your back or betrayed you financially, Eight of Swords, Seven of Swords, Page of Wands, they're coming out as the Page of Wands because they're so not important, Scorpio, but you're holding on to that little bit of memory, of emotional memory that is remaining to you. This Page of Wands, you're holding on to it somehow. And you need to let this go. You need to let it go. So why are you holding on here? Why are you holding on? Four of Pentacles. Why are you holding on? What is this useful for you? And how to let go? How to level up and evolve from the state before this black creature eats you? While you're busy just, holding on to those pentacles. Sitting there being eaten by something because you're like, no. No, I'm not moving. And you're like, yeah, I know, whatever, but I'm not able to let that go. I'm right there with you. Trust me, I got planets in the 8th house. I hold grudges for years. Shit. But trust me, it's so amazing when you can let something go and be like, I'm not going to waste any part of myself on this anymore. So freaking amazing. And this is something that you'll be asked to do over and over and over. Six of Wands, Nine of Wands, Three of Swords, King of Swords, Ten of Pentacles, Two of Pentacles, Empress, Star. So I guess this is something that you did immediately after getting hurt, and with the Six of Wands, Nine of Wands, it helped you to move past this hurt, especially if it had to do with an Aquarius or a Gemini. All the air signs are here, by the way. No, Libra is not here, but she came out before. And it helped you to face them and the coldness and the bitterness and their, swords, which hurt you and cut you. And it helped you to move past this and create great fortune for yourself, Ten of Pentacles, or to move on and create new foundations. But Two of Pentacles, there always has been something within that has made you question how much you were worthy or how much you could invest and dream with the Star card about love with the Empress. It's like it helped you, it helped you to walk away emotionally. Four of Cups, yep. And Wheel of Fortune behind it helped you to walk away emotionally and get your life, keep it pushing, basically. But that cure has now become your demise because you're like, I don't believe in people anymore. Or I don't believe in that particular thing anymore. Whatever it is, could be a dream, could be your worth, could be your work, something. Or being happy or as in love as you wish to be, which is like the most vulnerable essence of you. That's why it's so sensitive, and that's why you're holding on for dear life. And it's hurting you. Even the cards don't want to let go of that card. So, World card. Oops. Seven of Wands, moving on up. King of Wands, power. King of Pentacles again. Vigor, your ideas, and your financial success. You're coming up as very stable, but also very creative. You're feeling very much in your power, but grounded. Look at this King of Wands. He's like, yes, I'm in it. Two of Wands, wanting maybe to venture out what you've usually done. Nine of Swords, being a little bit afraid that it couldn't work out, but you're like, with the Ace of Swords, I could actually make that change. Could actually make that change. Page of Pentacles, Knight of Pentacles, you fear being diminished, but with the Strength card here is like either you control your fears or the Hanged Man here is like you get stuck. Look how dirty this card is. Like he's stuck there, looks almost like a corpse. So either you stay, especially work-wise, because we're clarifying the world card, either you stay stuck in a position or you evolve. Your choice. Because the Wheel of Fortune is here and it's calling for you to move. And you know what moves to make. Queen of Pentacles. King of Pentacles. If you're with an earth sign, there they are. And with the World card, you're sealing the deal. You're afraid though. You're kind of afraid. Maybe you're afraid of your own nature. Seven of Cups, four of Cups, and Three of Cups. Like, I wasn't the best person before, so could also just be having a relationship, Could also just you being like, I don't know if I can have a relationship. Like, I haven't been the most, relationship type. So what if, this doesn't work out because of me? What are my needs? What are your needs then? Let's see. Temperance card. If I keep quiet when I'm shuffling, it's because I really don't feel the need to add anything more. So y'all can fast forward. So Temperance, Hierophant came also for Libra. So it's a general energy of maturity that Uranus, calling for testing people. What are your standards? What's your maturity? What's your internal maturity? What's your internal grounding? Testing. Yeah. Obviously. What are you willing to walk away emotionally from that you haven't? You've been holding on to it forever. Four of Pentacles again. Uranus here being like, are you willing to do this or not? Because I'm testing you right now. And if you don't do this, Four of Pentacles transforming into real loser. losing energy. 5 of Pentacles, deserted. And you lose your power, Emperor, Judgment. You can also get your power back, make this judgment, allow that transformation. Work on yourself, develop yourself instead of staying stuck somewhere where you're losing emotionally, mentally. 2 of Swords, Page of Swords. If there's an air sign that is watching you, here we have the Libra. So either you're dealing with an air sign, Aquarius, Gemini, Libra, they're here. They're watching you, or you are watching them. Scorpio persons, Sun, Moon, Rising, Mars, whatever. And guess, I'm clarifying the Temperance card, and guess what's at the bottom of your deck? Temperance. It's on you. Whatever you're holding on, or whatever judgment you're making, or whatever person you want to say your feelings, whatever you're holding on so much that is causing you to feel deserted and alone and heartbroken at the end of the day, because that translates into heartbreak for you guys. Come on, do it, do it, do it. Say it. Get yourself together. And once you get yourself together, once you decide to face it, Temperance card is facing whatever you're holding at bay, because this is when the 4 of Pentacles comes out for you guys. As I said before, it's you guys holding yourself at bay or holding something at bay. And it's like, you can't do this anymore. The more you do that, the more you feel bad. So, your choice, Scorpio. Your choice. See you for